Good day, duelists. I won't be long. I know that for some of you that might catch this, this may be the first time that you hear my voice, the creator behind this channel. I wish it was just under better circumstances, given what I'm about to get into. I'm not sure how great the stream will be running. I'm not sure if it'll be smooth, um, but I want to address my current situation, which is made pretty evident by what you're seeing right now. Unfortunately, I've been punished, I suppose you could say. Um, yes, YouTube decided to demonetize me no more than a half hour ago, which is unfortunate, not simply due to the obvious compensation, financially speaking, which this was a source of revenue that was significant for me, but the actual true punishment, which for those of you that may not know this in terms of the YouTube depths of knowledge, the problem with being demonetized and also not being monetized is it can limit the reach that a YouTuber's channel has. And so, my actual true concern is the fact that I guess you could call it a passion project. The film, which I am still going to work on regardless of this situation. This is not going to deter me from making this film happen, which it is still currently in production for those that may be curious about where things are at with that. I work on it pretty much every day. It's more or less become part of my daily schedule, which I actually quite enjoy. It's really fun making this film, and gosh, every step of the way is just a reminder of why I love the IP, the franchise Yu-Gi-Oh so much. But in any case, the situation at hand, they have demonetized me, and so I am going to do what I can to appeal it. That's really all I can do. I've already done so, and I'm making changes behind the scenes in hopes that maybe somehow, some way that will resolve the issue at hand. Um, but my concern is the possibility that less people will have the opportunity to see this project reach its true goals in the grand scheme of things. That's honestly where my concern really lies, because again, when YouTube punishes a channel like this, it can cause complications as far as reach, which I really wanted to spread this project to as many duelists as possible because the thing is I mean, I'm just like all of you, right? As a fan of the anime, especially the character-driven anime, that's something that has been missing for quite a bit of time now, and this is the first time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. It's an unprecedented time where we don't have any confirmation, zero information about when the next anime will come and what it'll even be about. I mean, the latest event, I believe it was Jump Festa, if I'm not mistaken, where Konami would typically have made an announcement saying, hey, this is what's coming up. And this is the first time that we didn't get anything. And the card game is doing great right now. I think what they're doing as far as card releases and cards to come in the future, I think they're doing a great job. But when it comes to the anime, the only thing that we have right now is a promotional anime, which is purposefully made to be short. And so there's not a lot of storytelling potential you can do, especially with the cards themselves, the decks that are so interesting and intricate and iconic. There's only so much you can do with an anime like that that only gives a runtime of about, I don't know, 7 minutes or so per episode. It's very limiting, and it's really a shame because the concept of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Chronicles is really, really cool on its surface, but it's not being tapped into its full potential. And that's just another piece of the puzzle of what encouraged me to want to launch this project, Project Bonds, aka Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Space. The whole idea behind it was to give something to not even just those out there, those duelists out there that love the anime, but even, heck, even to myself. I'm excited to be able to watch this film when I complete it. Um, and that feeling of knowing that others have something else to look forward to as well is just it's a very humbling position to see how many of you have been so kind and have been very enthusiastic and supportive. And again, that's also why I want to take this quick little stream here to say that I'm not going to allow, regardless of whether or not they reinstate my monetization, I'm not going to allow something like this to get in the way of this project. I refuse. I think that this is some sort of test that the universe is testing me to see if I'm going to quit because of an inconvenience. And the answer is no. I literally was working on the film right before I got the ping on my phone saying, we're going to have to demonetize you now. So, and right after I'm done with this stream, I'm going to get back to working on the film because I'm not going to let this thing slow me down in the grand scheme of things. It's just not going to happen. It really is important to me and to those of you that feel the same and really want to see this thing come out and want to see this thing in its entirety. Yeah, at this point, whatever YouTube, whether or not we, me and YouTube resolve this thing peacefully, put the pitchfork down, regardless of what turns out from that. I'm still going to complete this film, and it's still going to be available. It's going to be for free. It's going to be here on YouTube for anybody and everybody to see. I've had so many questions. I know people are curious about an English dub. I'd love to make that happen. I'm very much interested in that idea. It would take, and I've said this a few times already, but it would take stars aligning in order for me to really pull that off. And I had a question about it, and I can answer it here as well, that it will take voice actors, primarily, particular voice actors that can capture the essence of these characters and whatnot, and that's something that I'd have to look into in the future. But my first step before I can even think about these future projects is whether or not I can complete this current project to see anything come into fruition in the future. So time will tell. Time will definitely tell. But that being said, so yeah, I just kind of reiterate for those that may be listening currently. So YouTube, yes, they did demonetize my channel. Just again, like no more than a half hour ago, they decided to do it. I'm doing what I can on the back end to ideally try to resolve it, and I've also sent an appeal. And whether or not they reinstate my monetization, I'm still going to work on this project. We actually have, and for those that are listening live, you're going to get this information ahead of time. We actually have a video coming up. It is related to the film, something I'm pretty excited about putting out. And it's, well, I can't really spoil it necessarily, but let's just say that if you like music, you might like this video coming out. That's all I'll say for now about it. No spoilers, no spoilers. But in any case, so yeah, I wanted to quickly address the current situation at hand for me and how this ultimately can affect the channel as far as just the reach primarily. That's really the main issue here is whether or not people will actually be able to catch this film and catch everything that is related to the film from here on, because when YouTube punishes a channel like this, demonetizing it, it can do significant damage as far as the reach that the channel has, and that's really my biggest concern, because I would ideally like as many people who would like to see this film, who are interested in it, to get the opportunity to watch it, and to have something like this that can hinder that is disappointing, but nonetheless, I'm still going to make sure that I finish this film. I want to take this opportunity now to close out on a more light note and just give and express my true gratitude towards all the people that have taken the time out of their day to drop a comment and give their thoughts on what I've put out so far in regards to this project. Again, I'm in a very humbling position. It's an honor, if anything, to be in the position to put something together that people can be excited about. And when a lot of you have expressed that, it's a blessing. It's amazing. It's really fantastic, and it's exactly what I wanted. There's so many goals that I have in regards to this film. and one of which was just to give something to people that they could be excited about, that they could be looking forward to, because we just don't have anything. This is the anime drought when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Um, the well is very dry. So I wanted to see if I could do something about it, and I'm still going to do the best that I can. So that being said, I don't want to take up too much more time. Thank you, by the way, Blaze and Tim in the chat. I appreciate what words you shared. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do what I can as far as the background is concerned. See if I can resolve this thing with YouTube. Hopefully, it turns out peaceful, and that we can move on from it like it never happened. And then this stream will just vanish into the ether. But this is just to address where things currently are. And I guess this was an opportunity for me to talk about what's going on with the film anyway. Because, like I said a little bit earlier, I'm gonna get right back to working on this film once I close out for this stream. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm not letting this inconvenience stop the development of the film. But other than that, I think I don't want to take up any more of everybody's time. Just a quick addressing of what's happening on my end. But other than that, again, I want to thank everyone that has been so supportive of this project. Seriously, thank you for taking the time and just giving it a chance. I've had a very, very small minority that may not be too enthusiastic about it, and that's totally fair. Fair enough. But it's been overwhelmingly positive reception on from what I'm seeing, and again, that is something that I'm not entitled to, but I'm grateful for. So thank you for supporting this project, regardless of what happens with this other situation. So that being said, again, no more time to take up. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hearing me out. I'll see what I can do, hoping I can work this out peacefully with YouTube. And until next time, take care, stay safe out there, and as always, it's time to duel.